Hi, I'm Marie Hollins. I'm the owner of Success 6M and a couple other business ventures that I have. So I kind of have ADD when it comes to business, like you were talking about in our training.
I know I was
Anything?
talking to you.
Yeah, you were talking directly to me, and I have plenty of notes. Yes.
Everybody always thinks when I'm doing those trainings that what I'm talking about is directly to them. I laugh because I call myself what is the people you go see and they rub a ball and they tell you what your future's gonna look like? A psychic. Because I can say anything I can say anything relatively generic and it applies to somebody and everybody think it just was said for them. So that was my I love that. I'm happy to have you on the team. I'm excited. You sent me a note last night. It warmed my heart, made me ungushy. So I'm excited about being able to help create some clarity, give you some focus, and let's definitely get some results. Carlos, my main man,
Yeah.
how are you?
What's happening? Finally getting a day off.
I love that.
Yeah, glad to be on board.
I'm so happy to have you on board. You guys, this is networking at its best. Carlos sold us our car. And he was, Mike and I bought I'm going to say it out loud and pretend I didn't, but we bought a minivan, a really cool,
Yes.
really, really cool minivan recently for our travel and road trips. And Carlos was probably the best sales guy at a car dealer I have
Oh,
ever met, ever. So
thank you.
I'm, I'm really happy to have you guys. And then all of you should know Rick. Rick is head of our sales division and is your guide. I'm going to tell you that Rick has an innate understanding of, a deep understanding of our company culture. First and foremost, he understands our mission, he understands our purpose, he understands our company vision. He's flexible. In the time that I've worked with him, some people deal well with change and growth and change and being, feeling like Gumby. Some people don't. Rick has been someone that I can go to sleep, think of a new idea, create a new business model, wake up the next morning, tell him about the whole business model, excited as I'll get out. Usually he'll pause for a moment and go, how long have you been working like this or on this? And I'll say something like, well, last night. And he just takes a big breath and then listens, asks questions, gets off the call, and like within 10 to 12 minutes, everything registers and he sends a message. He's like, I'm in. This is so smart. So that's one thing. He also probably is the fastest person within our organization to pick up the systemic process that we go through when it comes to sales. We have a system and the system is what makes what we do work. And you following our system is what will make what you do work. Uh, we're always open to ideas, always open to recommendations. If it makes sense and it fits within the system, and uh, based on our experience, it is going to propel or make the system more efficient, then we're going to consider it. If it is uh, not, if it's a detractor, probably we've already been down that road. And while it may be a good idea, and it was a good idea to me at some point, it just means it's not a. I've seen that, I've done that, and uh, the benefit is you can bring up an idea and we have enough knowledge and experience to be able to quickly assess whether that makes sense and say yes or no quickly. When we say yes, we say yes. That means we say yes, we get it done. Tomorrow we wake up and we're there. I'm sure Rick will tell you we execute extremely fast, primarily because we have the right resources and talent on board, and we have very strong decision makers in their given departments to be able to take care of what needs to happen to get it done. We don't get bogged down in red tape. However, um, I have to stress the fact that the systemic process that you go about this business will make you. If you break it, then it will break you. And I say that because I'm just being upfront, honest, and want to lay that on the table well before we get started. That being said, I'm not saying that to discourage ideas. Keep ideas flowing. Just don't be upset or take anything ever personally if the answer happens to be great idea, been there, done that, but no, and so forth. Let me see if I can get you guys on mute. Okay, so I just muted everybody. See if I could get rid of the echo. Rick, is that better? I think so. All right. I want to show you guys just a handful of tools from a marketing standpoint and get you to think about a few different ways to build a business or build the business. First thing let me go through is our moneymaker, which is, let me back up. I want you to bookmark Pinterest, pinterest.com/CI web group. What we've done is we've created, using Pinterest, just a quick account that has samples of our logos, web designs, videos, sliders, brochures, quotes, books, CDs, our team, social media, our photography, and so forth. Each one of our services that we offer, solutions that we provide, is broken down into an individual category. So if you want to be able to go look at some samples of web designs, you can easily go check out design samples here. It gives you the ability to show people portfolios and so forth, but just familiarize yourself with the quality of our work, design work, and so forth, and you can kind of get an idea of you know, what we can do. And this is just a handful of ideas. This constantly grows, so keep coming back and looking in the Pinterest account for new content that gets added on a regular basis. You guys should follow this particular account so that you get access to it as well. All right, the next tool I want to go through is our YouTube channels. Make sure you bookmark these channels. The first one is youtube.com/CI Web Live. youtube.com/CI Web Live. The second one is youtube.com/12StepRoadMap. When you get there, you can click on videos. If you can imagine having a team of professionals that are constantly creating video that provides an overview of each individual solution, and all you have to, when somebody says, well, I'm kind of on the fence about, or I'm interested in, or what's a mobile app, all you need to do is memorize this suite of tools that we've provided for you, and get really good about saying, no problem, I understand you're interested in blank, and being able to grab one of these videos. So if you're interested in mobile app solutions, this is going to explain the difference between a mobile app and a responsive website. If you're interested in how to leverage video to increase website conversions, this is going to be a video on that. And same thing, if you're interested in our social media program and why social media marketing strategies are important, you're going to have this. Now, our video channels are updated on a weekly basis with new videos. So right now, what you have is you have one video per solution that we offer as a company. You also have some more strategy-based solutions. You have welcome videos, who we are, and what we do, which you'll see, it'll say CI Web Group, welcome to CI Web Group, welcome to DNET, welcome to 12-Step Roadmap, welcome to Jennifer Bagley. You also have videos that are specifically to book me to speak. We made one already, we're making another one today. The next suite of videos that you'll see coming out are pretty amazing. Scott he's here with me, and he's putting together client stories. So he's actually spending time on site with our customers and getting them to tell their stories. You're going to see one. When do you think Blake will go up? Today. All right. So which account is that going into? CI Web Live? Mm-hmm. So today you're going to see the first one, which is Blake Crenshaw. We just did a series of marketing videos for him. So here's a sample of, he's got a things you need to know, how he began, a marketing video, and the welcome video for his website. His new website is being designed, and these videos are focal pieces for that site. So you definitely want to check those out. On the CI Web Live channel, you are going to have a client stories area. And the client stories are really cool because we're just interviewing customers on when they started with us, where they were when they started, what the process has been, what some of the stumbling blocks have been, and what their relationship with us has done to their company as far as numbers, leads, changing the way they think, changing the way they work. For Blake's situation, literally it changed his life. It got him out of having a dream of running this business, working 2 and 3 jobs all at the same time, to finally getting to the point where he was able to not only quit and have his own full-time business himself, but also completely support his family and his wife. Which, you know, those are incredible testimonies and stories that you're going to have the ability to share with clients as they're going through. I want to show you the videos. I use them all the time. Whatever I teach you to do, I promise you I do myself. I was just, let's see here. I was just reading this message. This is a message from a prospect. We sent a proposal to them probably a week ago, and I just sent them a link just to the welcome video and said, hey, watch this welcome video on YouTube. So they replied back. I would love that. Whitney, I would love Whitney to have a welcome video introducing something similar to like this on our website. Thank you for sharing. I'll pass it on. You got to love the fact that she's passing on our sales presentation on who CI Web Group is, what we stand for, what we do, our solutions in the format of a video. And she can do that without us having to get into a presentation environment or another sales meeting and so forth. She said, you know, they're doing their due diligence, meeting with a couple other companies to get their bids. I'll let you know when we've made a decision. So hopefully we'll earn their business. But I just want to give you an idea. Video is a powerful tool. If you can listen to the consumer, listen to the customer's needs, know what they want, ultimately you can use each one of these videos to be able to tap into that buying decision, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Our job is to make sure you have tools that are going to allow you to get in front of prospects who are interested in growing their business, leveraging technology, learning how to use social media, web, mobile, search, and video, and so forth. And I want you to be able to bring in as much business as you possibly can with as little effort as possible. So now, another set of videos you guys can expect that are coming out. We're doing the filming today after when I get off with you guys. We have a handful of industries that we have done a lot of business in, and so we are going to create sales videos that are informational, educational, and they're going to focus on a couple different industries. One of the industries we're going to concentrate on first is going to be the HVAC industry. Now, let me give you a sales strategy. If you're interested in making a ton of money, I'm going to explain how this works. In the HVAC industry, you have manufacturers. A manufacturer would be Mitsubishi, Trane, Bryant. Each manufacturer has about 30 to 50 distributors. A distributor would be Johnstone Group. A distributor would be Daikin. And then each distributor has between 300 and 10,000 HVAC companies that do all the installation. Those are the guys that are coming in, climbing up in your attic and doing the installs. For one event, let's see here. Somebody booked me to speak. Actually, Tony Jerry booked me to speak for Mitsubishi. Let's see. Tony Jerry books me to speak for Mitsubishi. Let me see if I can find the videos on here. Okay. So if you type in Mitsubishi, Jennifer Bagley, Mitsubishi hired me to go in and do a consulting agreement with Mitsubishi. Secondly, They had me come to their Diamond Dealer Conference. Every manufacturer and every distributor has annual sales meetings, conferences, and contractor training events that are designed to help the HVAC companies, which is the contractors, be able to sell their units, their machines, their different AC units, their different heating units, their different boiler units, their different indoor air quality units, and so forth. Also, every distributor has a list of, or manufacturer has a list of their distributors on their website. So if you go to MEHVAC, and I actually have not been through here, so I would have to go look. Homeowners, let's see here. Your comfort. It takes a pro. I'm glad they feel the same way about video we do. There's no content with the video. Let's see here. There is a dealer locator somewhere on this site. I totally wish Mike was here because I could ask him. I don't know where it is, but every single one of these websites has a dealer locator. Let's just see if we can ask God. Google. AC dealer locator. MEHVAC, Mitsubishi Pro. Find a distributor. Okay. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna let you guys spend the time trying to find it, or hang on. Contact Pro, press rooms. See, I'm the one that just shows up at the event, or somebody tells me, hey, I got a whole list of all the distributors. Let's see. Okay, well. There's a Diamond Dealer product. Oh, here's it. Oh, that's great. So you see this? Actually, dealer locators, more than just HVAC companies or HVAC. There are dealer locators for many industries. I'll give you another example. Alarm.com. Alarm.com is a corporation that has alarm products, all these products. Alarm.com is the retailer that sells to, or excuse me, is the manufacturer that sells to the retailers. So, for example, DFW Security, most security companies, here's a dealer list. So you can go search by city somehow. I'm just not good at this. Go. Okay. Perfect. So here are your companies that sell alarm.com services. Well, one of our biggest accounts, DFW Security, is a dealer for alarm.com. So if you were to schedule me to speak at the alarm.com annual convention, or dealer convention and so forth, and you could use the fact that Mitsubishi has used our company over and over again to train their HVAC contractors. Very similar situation. We're familiar with the security industry. You can show them the new site we're building for DFW Security and so forth. But this, when you concentrate, when you know exactly what you're going after and you focus on just that, for example, if you said, Jen, you mentioned the alarm.com. I just saw 3,000. So right here in one city, there's 89 dealers. This is working smart, not working hard. So the working smart is you go to the manufacturer. The manufacturer has annual conferences and so forth. Oh, I love you, Kathy Marshall. Good job. Found the dealer locator. You go here. Book me to speak at one of their organizations or associations. I already have been consulting with Mitsubishi for over 5 years. I understand the dealer, or excuse me, manufacturer, dealer, contractor environment, what's important to the dealer, what's important to the manufacturer, what's important to the contractor, what all the different levels are. We're doing business at all three levels. We are hired as consultants to the manufacturers, i.e. Mitsubishi, and speakers, trainers, and educators. We're hired as trainers and marketers for the dealers. Right now we have Brad Newhouse with Johnson. I want to say it's Johnson Kelly, something like, no, that's a law firm. Johnson something. It's one of the dealers for Mitsubishi. They have 300 contractors, so we're building a membership-based website for the dealer to give their contractors a central hub and have a dealer locator on their own website because they don't want the dealer locator on Mitsubishi's site. So we have done business in all three areas. We can teach you how to do that, but most importantly, when you focus your efforts and you use the easy way, for example, you could call and you could say, all right, I did my due diligence. I have a list of the primary contacts at alarm.com who schedule these speakers for their annual conventions. I know they have 3 annual conventions. I know they do blank, blank, and blank, and that they're looking for speakers for 2014 or 15. I know the dates and so forth. Don't sell it because you're not prepared. What we don't like to do for a big deal like that, we do not want to go after a knee-jerk proposal. We don't want people stumbling. So if you came back to us and you're organized and you've done the due diligence, you can say, all right, I want to sell this. Does this make sense? Here's all my homework. Here's all the, they've got, there's 600 dealers across the nation, and I want to target this many. I've got contact information for however many of them and so forth. What can we do? What Scott and I will literally sit down with you and do is we will come up with what is the messaging, what is the presentation. We'll come up with a pre-written email. We'll use Rick will help with sales emails that we can create. We will draft a marketing brochure. So just so you see the professionalism of the brochures that we create. This is our reseller program. We've got brochures for other things as well. But when we want to go after a specific target, we'll design a very well and professional handcrafted brochure. Then we're going to design a video that specifically markets our company as an expert in that particular industry. And you are going to be equipped with the most perfect presentation you could possibly imagine and some guidance on what to do to go get that business. Hopefully you want to stick in the areas of companies and organizations that we have experience in and have built websites for, so you have some portfolio sites as well. Rick.
Hey guys, one of the things I wanted to make sure that you are aware of too is this is not what you're looking at right here. She made reference to something earlier in the conversation about her coming up with this idea. This is what she was talking about. And I woke up, got on a call with her, and she had all this laid out. How long have you been thinking about this? And she said, last night. And this was the birth child of that. We're talking about a process that can be very, very quick. So if you have an idea like that and you have something, rest assured and be confident that if it's got some teeth and it's something we want to go after, we have the resources in place to be able to put this collateral in your hands, in a very quick period of time so that we can address it and go after it and attack it.
Yes, yes, yes. That was actually the total conversation that came to my head when I was saying it earlier too. You're so funny. So you guys, we don't play. I mean, we go after business in a big way. We're smart about how we go after it. There's a difference. When you try and go from the bottom up, that's a pain. If you're trying to call on, I'm going to call on every dentist around the nation. Sorry, but forget that. Go to the National Dentist Association, go to the National Legal Professionals Association, go to the Medical Executives Association. These are all organizations I've spoke for in the past. Give us enough time, book us to speak, let's get in front of them, and let's line yourself up with a big ass pipeline. Excuse my French, but I would rather see you walk out of an event with 350 HVAC companies or alarm companies that are all totally sold because our presentation was specifically for them, and they've told us what their budget is, how much their annual revenue is, how many sales professionals they have. If they are 911, they're a quick decision maker. They've let us know if they're a 411. As you get to know our process, from identifying a target market, to creating the marketing materials to go after that target market, to getting booked to speak, the delivery of the presentation, the call to action at the end of the event, the process for scheduling consultations and prioritizing consultations, the process of managing all of your communication, utilizing all of our email templates inside the CRM and keeping 100% of your communications in the CRM, staying organized and on task, produces money. It produces sales, and it is the fastest and sharpest way to go to business. Now,
absolutely, Jen. Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just, I want to hone in on the sales side of that and just kind of reinforce something, guys. As we're looking at this model that Jennifer's talking about, the one thing I would talk about is it's something that's going to reward you over and over again. I mean, one, you're going after the same group of people, as opposed to that being somewhat of a cold call and having to convince them to give you their time, and we all know that that can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. You're now taking that person, having heard it, because what basically is going to happen, if you book Jennifer to speak, she's going to go and speak. At that event, they're going to actually fill out a form requesting us to call them. So now you've taken this person from somebody who's a cold call and having to convince them that you're worth their time, to, basically along the lines of a referral. And we all know those are the warmest and easiest people to talk to. They want to talk to you at that point. They've asked to talk to you. So now when you're calling them and setting up appointments and consultations with Jennifer or myself, or if you're at a point where you're doing them yourself, now you're embracing somebody who actually wants to talk to you. Furthermore, as a sales rep, you're getting paid a percentage of booking that event. So if Jennifer gets a fee for that, you're going to get a small percentage of that. But then you're also going to be priority in having, if you book an event, that lead funnel is going to go through you. So basically what you're doing, you're creating for yourself a lead funnel of warm leads that want to talk to you all the time. And there's just not, if we can perfect this and hone in on this, there is not an industry. If anybody's been in sales for any period of time, there's not, imagine being able to call referrals all day long that want to talk to you, that are begging for your time. That's basically what we're talking about here. Sorry about that, Jen. Go ahead.
I'm so glad. I love how you talk about it, your enthusiasm, because I get just as excited. This is I was having a conversation with Janine and Diego the other day, and we were talking about there are lots of mentors and coaches, companies that are teaching people or trying to teach people how to build a business or how to make money and so forth. And they may look good, right? They look famous. And I promise you, there's a difference between being famous and being rich, or being famous and being wealthy. And we don't talk about it. We are about it, and we handle business. So if you can focus your energy, get your mind right, eliminate distractions, stay very focused, leverage all of the tools and systems, be organized in your approach, be diligent and dedicated, have clarity in what you want, be able to focus on those things that are going to bring it to you, and execute with every minute, every day, as efficiently and effectively as possible. You guys will be successful. If you have, just our company's brand is, our tagline is technology, strategy, network, and mindset. Technology, do you have the right technology? I'm going to make sure that's okay for you guys. Strategy, do you have the right strategy? I'm going to keep, and Rick and myself and our team is going to keep reinforcing that you have the right strategy to take this business to market. Network, who are you surrounded with? Are you leveraging our network? Who do you need to eliminate? Who do you need to stop listening to? Who do you need to stop allowing to take your time? Sometimes saying no and removing things out of your life is just important as picking up these new things. What I don't want is you to have an already full life and add on a whole bunch of other things, and now you just feel overwhelmed. Get out of overwhelm. Quickest way to do that is eliminate all the garbage and things that got you where you are, and refocus your energy on what's going to take you to the next level. And finally, the third element is mindset. which is your behavior and your mindset. I promise you, how you think matters more than anything I'm telling you. If you wake up in the morning and you have a negative mindset, or you wake up in the morning and you think about why can't it get done, or that you're busy, or you're overwhelmed, or this is too complicated, or you don't have all the details, or you haven't written the perfect presentation, or you're not sure exactly what to say, forget all of it. Stop, stop, stop. It doesn't matter what, you don't even have to know what to say. All you have to do is be friendly. You have to be dedicated. You have to be, I'm going to say, have a little bit of sales swag, which just be friendly with people and know that we're here to help. The more you guys get to know Rick, he's going to really infuse a lot of our culture, which is, we are consultants. We're not here to sell you products and services. I have no clue what people need. All I know is I want to find out how we can help them get what they want. And when you have that mind frame and you stop trying to sell wears and tears and products and services, and you're not thinking about that, you're thinking about, I've got to find out what's important to them so I can help them win. When you get into the mindset of helping people win, and you stop any of the negative clamor or garbage, or you hear negativity around you, whether it's your family or the internet or Facebook or friends or consultants or coaches or anybody that's not where you ultimately want to be, it's going to free you up to be able to focus on things that are going to get you there. So I say that because you'll notice in our within our methodology and how we work with you and each other and our clients, we don't ever eliminate one of those 4 elements: technology, strategy, network, mindset. Technology, strategy, network, mindset. Learn it, know it's a part of you, let it become a part of you, and preach it. It is what our business foundation was built on, was leveraging those 4 things to create a lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle that is you want to create, that's the goal, and you have to have all 4 elements in place to be able to do that. You guys, I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to let Rick take over and do his thing. I wanted to give you a handful of places you should go check out. You guys, you got to memorize the YouTube channels and the videos. Both the YouTube channels and the videos. You need to know under 12-Step Roadmap, you need to be studying the 12-Step Roadmap website, the Jennifer Bagley. Let me move some of these off. You need to start thinking about who do you want to tackle from an audience standpoint. The model that I just went over with you is not that long of a sales model, but it is longer than you calling a business owner today, setting up a consultation, and getting them in for an appointment. So when you're thinking about what am I going to do tomorrow, you are going to, you're going to research 2 YouTube channels. You're going to, stuff open. You are going to go on jenniferbagley.com and get to know that website inside and out, because you need to be able to operate fast, and everything you need should be at the tips of your fingers. You need a video to be able to market me as a speaker. Click on About Us. You need a video to be able to show a specific speaking event. Click on Media. You need a brochure to sell us as a speaker. Click on brochure. You need a bio. Headshots. Need to book us to speak? Grab here. You need the Mitsubishi videos? Check out the latest videos section. You need to know when I'm speaking next? Go look at the event calendar. You need content to push out to your social media networks? Go to the blog, push out the blog. Go to resources, push out quotes. If you're interested in having us distribute content to your fan pages, if you have fan pages, then you just need to add myself, which is jbagley at 411@ciwebgroup.com, and Michael Hicklin. Just connect with him on Facebook, and you're going to add us as managers to your fan page. We'll develop a content strategy to be able to push out content to your fan page on a regular basis on your behalf. And that will also show you what we do for our clients, so you can kind of get an idea of how that program works. If you have some rebranding things you need to do, you need a header graphic to go on your fan page that has CI Web Group and some of our services on there. Just let us know, and we'll get you over a header graphic for your fan pages and so forth. So I want you to look professional. I don't want it to look like you built or designed any of your own materials or graphics or images. Video is I'm semi on the fence about video. Some organic video is okay as well, but I just want to make sure that you look the absolute best you possibly can. If you don't have headshots, let's get professional headshots done. You can do that either by coming to, if you're in the Dallas area, you can come to my home and get them taken. Or if you're in California, we're going to be out there June 18th. You can come to that event and I'll do all your headshots there as well. Under the 12-step roadmap program, go to work, click on action plan. You need to know all of our products and services, pricing and packages. They change, so make sure you familiarize yourself with it. As it continues to adopt, the more efficient we become, the more we're able to streamline different packages and programs. But these are all your products and services. These are different pricing plans. These are all your webinars. If you haven't been to all of the sales training, make sure that you get to them and you're familiar yourself with registering people. The number one thing you have to give away when you're on the phone with someone, if they attend a free consultation, tell them we'll sign you up for a year's worth of training through our 12-step roadmap webinar series. You can register them here. You can watch all the breakout sessions. You can watch all the videos. These videos, let's say that you've already watched all the 12-step roadmap ones that I have created. Please make sure you also go down and start listening to Tony's. Tony is a content contributor for 12-step roadmap, and he's delivered a series. This is the segment is results in compressed time. This is time effectiveness part 1, time effectiveness part 2, on habits, on beliefs. If you want to know how I think in many areas of the business, then you need to be watching my coach and our company's coach and client as well. So make sure you check these out. All right, I'm done talking. Rick, I love you. I love everybody that's on here. We're excited to have you on board, and you guys jump into the nuts and bolts. I will not end the meeting, I promise. I'll just kindly bow out. And you guys connect with me on social media, and I will see you next week.
Okay, so I unmute everybody. Okay, everybody should be unmuted. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to real quick, one of the things I want to do real quick is just open up the floor, and if there's any specific questions, I know Jen threw a lot at you guys, as she tends to do. If you guys have met with her before, she goes over a lot at a quick period of time. Her AD kicks in and she goes kind of on a tangent. So I wanted to see if there was any questions that you guys might have that I might be able to address before I get into a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Everybody's good? No questions at all?
Well, I do have a question, and I guess it's basically more of focusing in because she mentioned, of course, Mitsubishi and contacting them. I guess at some point I'm going to need help in understanding that again, because she mentioned contacting the distributors and the dealers, and that was a lot of information. So I will need help in focusing on which market I'm going to reach.
Okay, and that's certainly something we can do. Kathy Marshall is actually she's kind of Jen's right hand, kind of does a little bit of everything for our company, and she basically is really good at that kind of stuff. So what she can do is kind of put you in contact with some of the people that Jen's talking about, as far as these distributors of people that have these companies that resell their products basically. And that's basically what we're looking for. And the reason why is because if you can speak at those events, or you can get booked, Jennifer, to speak at those events, we're speaking in front of a lot of companies, many of whom have the money to spend and do not have the technology in place. Like the HVAC company is a perfect example of what she was talking about, because the HVAC company, the industry right now, in large part, they're just behind the times with their technology. Yet, here's an industry that does have money to spend on their marketing, and they do other more dinosauric methods of marketing, penny saver mail ads, things of that nature. And so kind of partnering with them, bringing them up to the future, explaining to them the value of the technology, how it can work for them, getting them in the right mindset, just doing all the things that Jennifer talked about. You bring a lot of value to them. And, what's really cool is what we do is, yes, we're helping ourselves, and ultimately as we close business, we're putting money in our pockets. But what's really cool is you have a chance to really make a difference in these companies and these organizations and take them to another level that they haven't been at before. And so that's where the excitement for me. A couple of you guys maybe I've already talked to, and we had that kind of consultation initially, and hopefully that comes across that I really have a true love for that. When I speak to my clients is, hey, seeing them get to a level that they've dreamed about and maybe lost hope in because they don't know how to get there. Well, this is going to open up some doors for them to be able to do that. But yes, we can definitely, to answer your question, we could definitely do that as far as kind of targeting, okay, here's some different distributors, here's some contacts, this is what we can do, what we go after, kind of come up with a strategic approach. Kathy and Jennifer and myself and Mike can really come up with some ideas for you to help you out in doing that if that's an area that you really want to focus on doing. That was one of the ideas for her. Obviously calling businesses directly, contacting them, going after. I tell you right now, if you wanted to go after the HVAC industry, we have so much good stuff for them because that's where our focus has been the last 9 months or so, for sure, dealing with them. Since the Mitsubishi conference last September and October, that's basically been what we've been doing, left and right all day, every day, talking to HVAC companies, talking about their business, talking about what their needs are and what works and what doesn't work. And so we have a really good understanding of how to help them be more successful at what they're trying to accomplish and what their goals are. So that would be good companies to go after. Anybody else have any questions at all? No? Okay.
Hey, Rick?
No? Okay. Yeah.
Phoebe?
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm sorry, I'm being a nosy girl. What I just showed you is where ultimately I want your mind to end up. So my goal was to show you the 60,000 foot view of ultimately where we need to get to, where you feel comfortable in selling a consultation to somebody who's booking speakers for a national event. And it's literally that simple. Because that amount of effort it takes to do that is the same amount of effort that it takes to contact an individual business owner and see if they'd be interested in sitting down and talking about how they can better leverage technology and improve their website and social media presence to create more business. It's the same exact conversation. One yields a much larger return. Now, in order for you even to have an opportunity to have that conversation, we've got to see you in dozens of sales consultations to be able to get a feel for, do you have kind of the nuts and bolts of the language behind the business? There's tons of things, as Rick said, that just roll off my tongue really easy because I live and breathe this. We've got to make the same thing happen to you. We've got to have you be able to contact the business owner maybe it's your dentist, your doctor. So first things first, you're going to cut your teeth on the business professionals who you already have relationships with. That is your number one goal. Anybody that is in business, you're going to go listen to our training videos and learn as much as you can. Then you're going to go look at their website, and you're going to see their website is crap, because most of them are. And if you don't know, then you can send it over and you can say, look at this site. Is this bad? Should I go after it? Just send me a text message or a quick instant message, something fast. Facebook message is perfect. Let me look at it. I'll give you a couple highlights, tell you what to say. Rick will give you a couple highlights, tell you what to say. You need to be able to contact them and say, you know what, I just started working with this company, CI Web Group. We've got an incredible team of consultants. I was just looking at your website, and I noticed you guys really need some help. I was just looking at your social media sites, and I know you guys need some help. You have like 4 fans, no engagement. So the cool part is with our business, In any other business, you don't know what people's problems are, for the most part. In our business, their problems are front and center and open to the public for viewing every day. Their business is a zoo, and you don't even have to purchase a ticket to get in. You can walk in the doors and look at every little cage in their business, and you can see they flippin' need help. You can see the front of their website doesn't look good. They don't have a blog. They don't have social media, broken things on their site. It looks like a child did it. You can see that on their fan page. They have hardly any friends, or excuse me, that was horrible. They have hardly any fans. They only have two videos. They only have 4 views total. They have 4 subscribers, and you are going to call them up as a friend, as a client. You're going to ask for a favor that's going to benefit them. Who asked for a favor that's going to benefit them? And you can say it just like that. I want to ask you a favor that's going to benefit you. And they're going to go, huh? They say, I work for an amazing agency that helps people better utilize web, search, social, and so forth to grow their business. I just happened to take a look at your website, and I know you need help. And it will turn into the coolest conversation. Your sole purpose for this initial couple weeks of starting is to set a consultation. Rick will help you make sure all the logistics are set up. I will jump on and do the consultation. You will listen and participate. The more consultations you do over the next 2 to 3 weeks, the more successful you'll be. Your goal is to book Rick and my calendar over and over and over again, and Scott's calendar. He's willing to jump in and help you guys get consults done. As many consultations as you can get scheduled. 1-hour consultations, never any longer. 15-minute breaks in between them. And you can book 10 a day. Start them at no earlier than 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can end them as late as 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Your job is to fill those consults. I will get on, do the evaluation, do the consultation, teach you how to evaluate a site, how to do that. I will teach you the structure of a meeting, which is broken into 4 quadrants. The first 15 minutes is tell me about your business. The second, what's working, what's not working, what do you want to do different? That they tell me how to sell them in the first 15 minutes. The second 15 minutes is doing a quick evaluation of all the reasons why they're not going to be able to get there and why they are where they are. The third segment is telling what I would do if I was in their shoes. These are what you need to focus on. And the fourth one, the fourth quarter of the meeting, these are 15-minute segments, is I am going to stop talking. Go figure, it actually does happen. And I am going to let them talk. And what they are going to do at the end of that consultation is they're going to ask 2 words, how much? Or they're going to say, can you put me together a proposal? At that point, you're in. I'm going to tell you which of the 12 steps. So you're going to be using step 1 and step 3, or step 1 and step 2 and step 4, or whatever it is. So you need to know those. And Rick is going to help get you familiar with those different contracts and agreements. And also he'll teach you how to send out those agreements using a template in our CRM system. So I started off again with a 60,000 foot level. I wanted to hear what kind of feedback we got, and let's dive down into nuts and bolts. Who do you already know that you can go glance at their website, and you're going to see that they really need help, and you're going to give them a friendly call, ask them if they'll do a favor. That will help them, and then you're going to set an appointment, and that's all you need to do, and you need to do it as many times as possible in the next 3 weeks. Okay, now I'm really going to go.
Okay. Yeah, because we have another meeting to jump on.
Yes, okay, bye.
Okay, guys, so she kind of touched on a couple of things that I wanted to know. One was the focus for the next couple of weeks, and she kind of talked about that, is just kind of going through your own, like she said, your own business relationships, taking a look at what they're currently doing, reaching out to them, trying to schedule consultations with them. What we are going to do, once I can get all of you guys set up with our Mother Note CRM system and get you guys a seat within that, and then also get you guys' phone lines, is I'd like to have a little training meeting on just kind of some of the technical aspects as far as, you know, some of the basics of how to navigate through Mother Note a little bit. I don't know if any of you have used that platform before or not. but just kind of going through the basics of that so you guys know how to utilize it and how to maneuver around it and what have you, and answer any questions you have. The phone system should be pretty basic and easy to get through. So at any rate, that's basically what we're going to do. I wanted to talk a little bit about, real quick, is the sales cycle. So it might be a little different depending on your comfort level. Janine, if you're still there, you guys do some marketing. I know a little bit about you guys from talking to Jen just real briefly yesterday. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. If you are newer to some of these ideas and this industry and haven't done some of this, it can be very, very basic. I mean, I'll be honest. When I came on board here, I knew nothing. I'm not a technical person. You'll find even now, I'm just not. I understand culture in our business. The reason I'm in the position that I'm in is because of that. It is not because I know the ins of websites, and that's not the case. So that's just where I'm coming from. But like she said, I do understand our culture, what we're trying to accomplish. I have my head wrapped pretty well around how to attack the business with her and strategize and build a team. And I have an extensive background in sales management and things of that nature. So basically what it would look like is literally you calling. So say you call on your dentist. You have a dentist, you look at their website, you see that it's garbage, you see some missing things. Reach out to them, like Jen talked about. Hey, I was looking at your website. I see some areas where I really think we could help you. I'd love to be able to just offer you a free consultation with our CEO and president. Let her take a look at your website. She's going to give you real, truthful, honest feedback and something that will really help you to take that next step in your business. And by doing that, then basically just setting up a consultation. And we'll have to figure out exactly how it's going to work, if you guys are going to schedule that or if you're going to go through me to schedule that. Block out some time for them to talk to Jennifer. And like she said, for a while here, we want you on those meetings with Jennifer, because that is going to allow you to hear how she presents products and services and how she handles a call. And by doing that, and what I've learned is kind of regurgitate that a little bit, And so for me, I'm out the other day getting some Starbucks. Listening to a guy sitting in the seat next to me talking to his private investigator, kind of figured out just by unintentionally eavesdropping. I wasn't being nosy, but he was kind of loud, that, he's an attorney. And so we're getting ready to leave and just, chatted with him for a second, and just, hey, I couldn't help it over here. It sounds like you're an attorney. Do you have your own office? And one thing leads to another. By within 5 minutes, found out from the guy that he's really unhappy with his website and his technology. And, he didn't even have business cards. So I took a picture of the back of his shirt because it had all his business information. And, it's that simple. And now I'll be reaching out to him to set up an appointment and get him on the phone and talk to him a little bit. So there's a lot of opportunity as we get more and more comfortable with setting up those appointments. What's going to naturally happen for you guys, if you're not ready at that point, is as you're doing those consultations with Jennifer and hearing how she presents the product and looking through, I encourage you as much as you can to go on those sites she's talked about and really become familiar with it for your own benefit, because knowledge is power. And if you are more comfortable with 12StepRoadMap and JenniferBagley.com and CIWebGroup.com and where to find different things and how to direct them, and it accomplishes a couple things. One, you're more comfortable, know where to get the information. Two, is that you guys also understand the culture better. You understand what we're about better. You understand the message that's going out there and all that, towards being able to have you offer a more convincing approach to the clients as well. So I think the next step that we'll take from here, if you guys can start reaching out to people that and start thinking about who can I be calling on and talking to and trying to schedule consults. I will make sure you guys all have my contact information. If you don't already, I'll make sure that I sent it over to you. I'll send an email. You guys will all have my everything, my email. You can instant message me. We'll get that set up. A couple of you guys already are, and my cell phone, so that you guys have that as well. And if you ever have any questions or anything, and then what we'll do on a weekly basis, we have our weekly meetings Monday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, every Monday. So hopefully you guys can make those, where we all jump on a conference call. And how we're going to utilize over the next few weeks for sure is just kind of going over sales strategy, where we're at, what we're doing. So talk about how's it going? Have you guys called on any businesses? What kind of response are you getting? What are your obstacles? What are the challenges you're facing? and then, you know, we'll go from there and we'll deal with those things. If there's specific sales challenges or issues that we're facing, then we'll deal with those as well as a team. So does that sound okay to everybody? Or we all, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Sounds like a plan.
Sound good? Okay, and so I'm here to help you guys and to facilitate and guide. Just in the spirit of full disclosure, she brought me on to build this team. This is fairly new, so I'm going to warn you as we go through it. I'm going to do the best that I can to limit hiccups and irritations and frustrations, but there are going to be things that we're going to figure out as we go along here. So just be a little bit patient, you know what I mean? If it's, you know, we're trying to get this stuff streamlined as quickly as we possibly can, but to some extent you guys are a little bit of the guinea pig in this, so I apologize if there's any hiccups here and there, but we'll work through those things. If there's any issues or concerns you have, please make sure to voice those to myself, and I will do my best to get those resolved as quickly as possible. Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, meetings like this are a little weird because you don't know, you know, what's going on, if people fell asleep or what's going on. At any rate, I'm looking forward to working with each of you, and I think we're going to probably be adding people as we go here as well. So go after, I think we all kind of got a template. Go after the people that you know, start making some calls, start trying to book some time. For now, why don't we do, and I'll send an email out correcting it if I need to, but for now, why don't we plan that if you have somebody who wants to book an appointment, shoot me a message or an email or a text or something, let me know what you got, and then I'll let you know what's available, and we can kind of go from there. Eventually, what will happen is we'll get you into the CRM, we'll get you on Google Calendars, everybody will be sharing their calendars, and once we get you to a point where we feel confident that you know you're okay with it, you guys will probably be able to schedule some of that stuff on your own and just kind of walk you through who to invite when you do that and all that stuff. So I'll let you guys go today. I'm sorry it took a little longer than I anticipated. And then I will kind of be looking for your emails and stuff because we'll be sending some communications out for you. Real quick, just kind of some administrative stuff. I know, Janine, I think you guys are the only ones that are on this call that need the independent sales agreement. Is that correct? So we need to get that over to you?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'll work on getting that out to you here so you guys can fill that out and sign it, date it, and there's going to be a W-9 that you need to provide and the contract and all that good stuff, and we will go from there. So, all right, guys, well, it was a pleasure, and I will look forward to talking to you again soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.